Shine bright up all night. We're never slowing down. Fall in love, drunk mistakes. We're bound to hit the ground. Gotta keep this feeling, keep on breathing, even if we're slipping away. So I close my eyes and lose myself now. Do it like it's only today. We got a party for a lifetime. No, we ain't stopping for the sunrise.
Let me guess. Music.
And we don't care about the bad nights. And for a second I can feel like this. Make me feel like this. We got a party for a lifetime. No, we ain't stopping for the sunrise. And we don't care about the bad nights. And for a second I can feel like this. Make me feel like this. Young blood made of
Happy
gold.
Monday,
A mind you
everybody.
can't control.
Hello, hello. Hello.
Running wild, can't calm
So
down.
anyway,
My
how's
head is
everyone been doing? The dogs are going out for a walk, so you might hear them bark. So how's everyone doing? Oh, it's been such a good day. Not. It's Monday. Mondays are the worst. So, hello, Melissa. Ooh, really? That's good gossip. I love the gossip. Okay, so what the frickety frack is going on with this Mother's Day jewelry crap? I mean, I'm just I'm sorry. I'm just like, rhodium dipped charms. Are they seriously making this a thing? Because when I got the email from a certain former paparazzi consultant who is currently in the chat, by the way, hello. Um, when I read this, I was like, are you freaking kidding me right now? That is ridiculous. That is so dumb. And I couldn't, I'm looking to see if any of the charms are left over in the featured section, but they're not. So who's ready for some sneak peeks with Miss Day? And let's do that first. Okay, so I have to say, you guys, hi. What do you think of Misty's outfit? Drop an emoji in the chat that best describes it. And then I'm like, fire? What about that outfit says fire to me? Nothing. But I'm just like, okay, if we're that desperate to get confirmation bias on our crap outfit, by all means, let's get confirmation bias here. I mean, it's so stupid. I mean, I'm just saying, it's just so dumb. Hello, public service announcement. Your outfit was dumb. All right, so let's get started on this, and then we'll have lots to talk about. I just drove home really fast and started going live.
Hey paparazzi, it's Wednesday and we're going to do sneak peeks together. I love doing sneak peeks because I know that you love to dream about jewelry, and so do I. So I'm going to show you some items
She's
that will
dreaming
be
about
available
something.
tomorrow during new release time. Tomorrow's an exciting day. As you know, we're also releasing our Mother's Day charms, which are going to be so darling. I'm so excited. Let's get started with what I'm wearing.
We'll
Okay,
do that
I'm
in a
wearing a
second.
sweater. I've obviously got color blocking, so my sleeves are different colors.
Okay, this outfit just looks ridiculous to me. I don't see fire in this outfit. I'm sorry. I just don't. I really don't. I mean, I'm looking at the shoes, and the pants look like they could be capris on a person that's my height, okay? And Aradale, thank you for saying that my hair looked fire 2 years ago. I greatly appreciate that, but I'm just like,
in the purple and the blue. I'm very brown based. I did a lighter shade
You
of
mean you're
corduroy,
poopy
so I'm
based?
very textured both in my sweater and my jeans, okay? That corduroy, I think,
Texture.
gives it also an enhancement or a little bit of lightening in just the palette as well as the texture. So I wanted to do that. I added on brown checks, so you can see that I've got on more of a, you can see a bit of a thicker heel, not a platform, but I've got that. Brown leather, and so
Again, who cares? Who cares what shoes you're wearing? And did she say that those shoes were leather? I mean, let me go back like 30 seconds because are those shoes really leather? Because if they are, they're even more ridiculous. High tops are supposed to be canvas, or what is that? Not canvas. Yeah, I think that's what yeah. Okay, so I don't even know what the fabric is called. My brain is just not braining. Okay.
Then I've got on more of you can see a bit of a thicker heel, not a platform, but I've got that. Brown leather, and so I accessorized in gold. So just kind of a basic casual day here at Paparazzi for me. I'm going to show you some items that are...
Again, I thought that too, Jelly Snack, but the more we see her talk about her outfit, it makes me wonder if she's talking about her outfit so she can get a tax write-off on the purchase of said outfit. So that's why I think that. So it's just, but yeah, the outfits are not my thing. And yes, you guys, I'm growing my hair out again. So you're going to start seeing the transition from short to long. So I'm just giving you the heads up. You're going to start seeing me look crazy weird with my hair over the next few months because I'm growing it back out because I want to change again. And that's what I do. I grow it out, I get it long, and then I chop it off.
Headed your way, and this one is so amazing. I love the color of this. This is an acrylic base, so you're going to see all of that beading. Beading is starting to come in very heavily. You're going to see it push very much.
What the craft store special is going on here? Okay, sorry. I'm like,
excuse me, what the craft store special is happening with this necklace? We have a layered neck mess of kids' beads. It's so cute and so fun.
Into the fall, but you've got those beautiful Pantones right there. I especially love this color we call crocus. I think it's beautiful. And then right here, you're going to see that matte.
I'm sorry, crocus? Crocus. More like crocus? Like the flower? The crocus spring flower? I've never heard of crocus. Have you guys? Please tell me if you've heard of crocus. I gotta Google. Crocus color. Yeah, crocus. That's how you pronounce it. Crocus, not crocus. Hello.
Finish. So that is a silver bead, but it is actually, again, more of a matte. Still got a lot of high sheen, almost like a pearlized finish in a lot of cases. But that is so cool. Layers upon layers. I think it's got a lot of fun ability to add any one of these colors into the other accessories, and also using silver as a base. Man, this earring is absolutely amazing. This is a statement earring. I am here to tell you this is so not heavy. I know it looks like it is. It is absolutely not. You're going to see right there. Oh my goodness.
Oh my goodness. Those things are fucking huge. I'm sorry, but no. No. I'm wearing dainty silver circly things, and they don't look nearly as I mean, these feel like air. Those feel like they would rip your earlobe in half.
That is so cool. Spirals are very big this season, but you can see it coming around like a continuum of a spiral, right? Like it's just going to keep going. So pretty. You can see that it definitely has a bulky element to it as far as...
They have girth, okay? They have girth. They're huge. And I'm sorry, but they are ridiculously way too big.
There's visual, so cool, so fun, and again, so lightweight. Meta Paparazzi, this one is for you. I love this. You're going to see that this is a gunmetal base. I love the defacement. So you're going to see a strong linear pattern on a slant, but vertically oriented. And then you're going to see a subtle bow coming through the side, right? So you're going to get that fragmentation or that defacement, faceted look, which is so amazing.
It's so amazing.
Now, this is a really fun one. I also feel like I mentioned Mother's Day, but this to me has that dainty element. Is a perfect gift for somebody who loves something a little bit smaller, but usually if it's smaller, it doesn't mean that it needs to lack detail, right? A smaller size is just more usually based on weight or visually how it looks. But again, I love those smaller items that have a lot of detail, and certainly this is an earring that does. You're going to see right there, we've got that black.
So we have a black flower with an opalescent looking rhinestone with a white rose. So we have a daisy and a rose. Ooh, so cute, so fun. And then ridiculous looking rhinestones in white, black, and then a moonstone. Isn't that fabulous? It's so cute. What is she going to describe this bead as right here? Is it going to be a moonstone or a pearl?
Black flower. Look at this gorgeous gem right here. It is actually a full square, which is
Which
really,
will
really
fall
cool.
off.
You got that white resin flower, that beautiful rhinestone, and then right here, look at the depth.
Oh, it's a
that
glass
gray spear.
globe.
So cool. So this would be a really great gift, or if you just love the daintier items, that's another cool one. This,
I'm sorry, but if I was a mom, which I'm not, I'm a fur baby mom, but if I was a mom and my kid gave me those earrings because I love dainty detail, I'd be like, thanks. Spend your money someplace else. Don't give me those earrings. They're gross and they're ugly.
this is
Say
a
that to your
brass
kid?
necklace. This is going to
wouldn't
be a
say that
Y
to my
necklace. I love
kid.
that it's going to have a
You
long
do know.
tail, okay?
David says hi, everybody. So,
Are you sure you're not a mother? Because you're acting like a mother.
oh, so mean.
It's going to come down the front of
He's
the
watching
body.
Critical
I think this is
Role.
a great one for layering. So if you wanted to add a brass choker with some stone that
Oh,
went
goody.
over
The
top, this
Navajo
would be
beads
a
are now in
great
brass.
one. If you wanted to use the extension chain and have this come down, you could do a couple of different layers over the top. You're going to see that this is a material inspired by the Navajo pearl look. So you're going to see, look at that line, that visual.
And look how this goes together. It's not even like even. Okay? It's like blah, 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 blah. It's just so badly put together.
High sheen line through the center. And I love that you're going to get the
Okay, Dave, you have a hi Dave from Iredell. Hi Davy from Becky. You want to come say hi to the girls? B-Bomb, Fluffy Duck Butt, Lily. Everyone's saying hi.
Hello.
Hello. Oh, you want to say hello too? Okay.
Hello, Boo.
Here's baby Floof. So Annie's saying hi. Say hi, Annie.
She gets super jealous whenever.
Yeah, she does get jealous when I get kisses and she doesn't. Okay. All right. All right. So let's keep going.
larger scale, and then it goes to the smaller beads coming
Can you
down.
put some
I think it's
chicky nuggies
very
in the
refining on
air
the
fryer
body,
for
and
me?
actually this Y shape with the longer extension at the bottom is extremely flattering. So I always like to wear jewelry
better
that I
yet,
feel like
I'll
is
have some
flattering
leftover
on
casserole
the body.
from breakfast.
This is a really amazing bracelet.
I'll
You're
have
going to
that.
see that this almost has a ladder-like effect, but
I'll
look
heat it up
at
later. You don't
that
have to cook that.
sparkle. So beautiful. This is a stretch, so easy to put on and off.
That looks like belt buckles. I'm amazed they didn't take a bunch of ribbon and lace it through the bars to give it more depth and dimension. I mean, come on.
But look at that framework. So cool. And I do love that visually there is like a juxtaposed forward, back, going all the way
It's
across.
juxtaposed.
Even when you touch it. So cool. So many ways to accessorize this, right?
Oh, it's
Great
so cool.
bracelet. And it's got a lot of, like the width of it makes it visually bulky in a good way, right?
In
That
a
is
bad
definitely
way.
a statement
Nothing
bracelet.
visually
Love
bulky is in
Now
a
this
good
is another
way.
one I love. I love stone, and I think this post earring is incredible. You're gonna see right here.
Oh, look, we've got, let's see, an old pair of paparazzi earrings hooked with a belt buckle piece from the 1980s Western belt buckles. If you guys remember those from the 80s, let me know. And then we have another pair of old paparazzi earrings. In fact, I'm going to look it up. Western 80s belt metal. These, remember these from the 1980s? Do you remember these, you guys? They're not bohemian. They're just ugly belts from the 1980s. But I remember these growing up when I was a kid. They were all the rage in the 80s. Ooh, ooh, ah. So cute, so fun. And look, they're making a comeback, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, so let's keep going.
The top flares out, right? Then we've got this beautiful detail
And
right
it's
here
in the black
center,
cracked
and then we drop
stone.
down to that teardrop stone at the bottom. Both the top and bottom are stone. This is actually one of those pieces that I think goes great with the Western wear as well as traditional stone and more of a Santa Fe or Southwest look. It's a very versatile piece, which I think is amazing. Now, this definitely
goody, we
screams
got a
summer, and
starfish,
this
Annie,
is
look.
highly trendy, especially based on that coastal trend we've got. You're going to see right here, we've got a lot.
That looks way too busy and too overdone for my taste. And the cowrie shell that's in blue, it looks like a soap. It looks like the fancy soaps from the 1980s too. I mean, this is just terrible.
Lot of different shapes happening on this necklace. You've got the different pearls coming down, right? We've got the rounded pearls. We've got more of an exaggerated potato pearl right there. Look at this beautiful pearl, the size. I love the charms. Okay, we've got those different charm starfish. We've got this beautiful charm that represents coral. Look at this stone or this shell right here. This is actually more of a porcelain bead. So you've got that beautiful blue over the top. This just
But it looks like soap.
Star right here.
Fancy
I love the
80s
natural elements
soaps
of this.
that you got it pick and
shell here
save
as well, alongside that amazing pearl. We even have two colors of metal. So we've got the gold and the silver right there, which I think it's fun when you mix metal. So very eclectic necklace, like we scooped out of the ocean and placed them as individual charms on the necklace itself.
Annie, do you know that they scooped that piece of poop out of the ocean and put it together on beads and turned it into a necklace? Isn't it fabulous, puppy? Isn't it? So cute. And it's so fun. Yeah, let's just scoop that poop from the ocean and put it together on a piece of string and call it a necklace. All right, then.
Very trendy, very fun. Now, last but not least, we have this incredible claw clip. So this is going to be a gold metal base. The teeth coming across are going to really hold on to your hair, which I think is amazing because it's that metal base. And then look at all of those rhinestones. Oh my goodness, so pretty, so beautiful.
And
again,
all
gold base
fall
with the
out.
white rhinestones, absolutely incredible. These items will be available tomorrow at our regular new release time, which is 1 p.m. Mountain Standard Time.
Sandy.
And then those charms are obviously available early in the morning. Check your email for details. I hope you have an incredible evening, and most importantly, I hope you know you're loved.
Hang loose, everybody. I hope you know you're loved. Okay, Mommy's got to go to the email. You got to go down. Okay, bye-bye. All right, so let's go to the ever famous Shop Paparazzi Jewelry email. So let me find it. I got to pull it up on my screen right now. So... Let's go into it. Beck, when did you send this to me? There it is. Charm Mother's Day. Here it is. Ew. Okay. Charm Mom this Mother's Day. When it comes to honoring moms in our lives, where do we even begin? These modern day superheroes have been there through it all, adopting countless different roles along the way. They are the original influencers, selflessly shaping us into our best version of ourselves. Simply put, we wouldn't put sparkle without them. Ooh, ooh, ah, so cute, so fun. This Mother's Day, you can celebrate the connection you share with every mother figure in your life by personalizing a heartfelt gift that they'll cherish forever. Okay, charm bracelets are on the way. Okay, so let's take a look at some of these dumbass charms, shall we? So we have a charm bracelet with an adjustable clasp closure with an angel wing, a key that says family, a book, a music charm, a butterfly charm, a charm that says boss with the O-ring about to fall out, a daisy, and a heart. Those are just some of the few, okay? Available for a limited time. Fear of missing out. The FOMO is strong with the force, you guys. As part of our Mother's Day collection, these endearing new arrivals will include a beautiful strand of high sheen silver chain, linked, and a broad range of adorable charms, each sold separately, okay? Each element is rhodium plated, which provides an elevated finish that is a tarnish resistant and perfect for everyday wear. Additionally, it delivers a bright and polished sheen, enhancing the overall appearance of the design. Due to the upgraded materials used in this design, these limited edition items will be sold at a higher price than our standard $5 accessory. The foundational chain link bracelet will be sold at the wholesale price of $16.25 with a retail purchase price of $25. The charms will be sold individually at wholesale price of $6.50 with a retail price of $10. Okay. As with all new releases, the Mother's Day charm bracelets will be available while supplies last on a first come first served basis. You'll find the chain link bracelet with all of the charms under the new Mother's Day category, accessible under the featured filter in the paparazzi shop. In fact, the countdown has already begun. Please note that this will only be the only drop of Mother's Day charms. No additional items will be released for this exclusive collection. And once the available charms have sold out, they will not be restocked. Okay? We can't wait for you and your customers to curate the perfect keepsake for Mother's Day. The charm bracelets arrive in the paparazzi shop tomorrow, April 3rd at noon. And I'm guessing that they have already sold out, okay? Because when you go to the paparazzi shop, there isn't even a Mother's Day category under the filter under featured. Because I've been looking every single day since this email has come out. Okay, so when I go under filter and I go under type and I go under featured, there's no Mother's Day category at all. And if I go under bracelets, again, there is no Mother's Day category at all. It's like it doesn't even exist. Okay, so we have the juxtaposed bracelet that didn't sell out. But as you scroll down, it's like, how much did paparazzi make from the gullible and their few consultants on these rhodium dipped chains? Okay? And I just want to put this up. What is plated jewelry? And here's my favorite thing from Chat GPT. Okay. So, rhodium plated jewelry good? AI overview. Rhodium plating jewelry is generally a good choice, offering durable, bright, and tarnish-resistant finish, especially for silver and white gold. But the plating can wear off over time and may require reapplication. Pros: it's durability and resistant. It's tarnish resistant. However, cons: the rhodium plating can wear off over time. It's expensive to get it redipped. It's not suitable for all metals. And in summary, it's good to cover up low quality metals. Because most people, rhodium plating is great if you have someone that can replate your rhodium dipped jewelry at no additional cost. If it's included in the cost of the piece, like say my wedding ring, y'all. So my wedding ring, sorry, I'm putting on motion. This beauty right here, I have to get it redipped like every 3 to 6 months, because if I don't, it starts yellowing because it's white gold and I want it to be more silver, so I have to get it redipped every once in a while. But this is my favorite thing. Pro of rhodium plated jewelry. Rhodium plated jewelry has a high shine and is very reflective. It's extremely durable and it does not tarnish easily. It's hypoallergenic, making it a great option for people with sensitive skin. Rhodium plating can make low quality metals look more expensive. So you gotta wonder, is the quality of the metal on the rhodium dipped jewelry, is it worth it? Probably not. I'm just going to say that. So yeah, that's the big thing with paparazzi. Now here's the other picture. Let's make this bigger. So the other charms that they have are some sort of like frame with some like mustard seed. And then they have a paw print, and they have a dollar sign, a camera, a mom taxi, a globe, an apron, and a sewing machine. Okay? I'm sorry, but I can find something. If you took the entire cost of everything in that picture, okay, so $25 for the bracelet, and then $10 for each additional charm, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 110, 120, 130, 140, 150, 160, plus 25, $195 for that shit? No. Okay, no. I don't know anybody that has $195 laying around, especially not these days. Has anyone looked at the stock market recently? It's crashing and burning. And the bracelet, just the foundation bracelet, is $25, and then each charm is $10. I'm sorry. No, I don't think so. Hell's to the no. I would not be spending that kind of money on this kind of product, okay? I know Mother's Day is coming up and everything, but you know, I'm good with breakfast at IHOP. If eggs are not astronomically expensive, I'm good with that for my Mother's Day, but hell, I just no. Just F to the no, okay? I'm just no. Okay. So, it's a new month, and we know the founders like to do their founders message, and I'm pretty sure Channy has a founders message out there. So let's pause and make this bigger and turn up the volume and see what nonsensical crap they're spewing at their consultants now. Okay, let's turn the
A fun time of year. It's when the blossoms on the trees are starting to come out, the sun is shining, it's
Hi,
warmer,
Denise.
and one of my favorite things is all the baby animals are being born, and it's just such a fun time of year. Something else I love about the springtime is that it's a time when I see a lot of kids walking to and from school. They had gone a few months when it was too cold and they were getting driven to school, but those kids who live close enough to the school start walking, and you can just see their excitement in the morning and even after school to see their teachers and to see their friends, and they just are so happy to be out in the sunshine, and it's just something I love to watch as I am going back and forth throughout my day. And
So what does this have to do with selling jewelry? I just have to ask. So we're talking about kids walking to and from school, and what does that have to do with selling paparazzi jewelry and accessories? Is there a point to this founder's message? So far, I don't think I'm getting one, but you guys tell me what you think the point of this is. Okay? I mean, just honestly. And you're right, Annie. It is a test to see how much paparazzi consultants will pay. Oh my gosh, stop going
a crossing
quiet.
guard, and his name is Dave. And crossing guard Dave is, I've actually never had an actual conversation with him, but I see him every day before school and after school.
So crossing guard Dave. My crossing guard Dave is over there. He's working right now. But oh my gosh. So let's talk about crossing guard Dave. Okay.
Pleasant people I have ever seen. He is high-fiving the kids, he is saying hi to the parents, he's having conversations with people as he drives them or walks them across the crosswalk, and he is just so happy. And something I've noticed about Dave is so Dave is not employed by the school, he is employed by the city. And he takes a leaf blower and a shovel and a hoe, and he has those sitting in the back of his truck. And I have noticed at times when there is, before and after all the kids come, when he's still there doing his duties as crossing guard, he will take out his leaf blower or his weed whacker or his shovel, and he makes that area around him so pretty. I never see a weed. I never see it out of place. And again, that's not his job. He is not even paid by the school to do that. The school has people who take care of the yards, a maintenance crew.
Again, what the fuck does this have to do with selling jewelry? I'm just... Anyone? I mean, come on. I'm like, sorry. I'm like, what the hell does this even have to do with selling jewelry right now?
Out of his way just to make the world a better place. Not only does he take care of the yards, he is so friendly and outgoing and happy to everybody that he encounters every single day. And he brings joy to my life just watching him. Again, I don't talk to him. I'm in the car when he's out there, but just the wave that I get every day from him and the big smile and just knowing that he cares. He cares about the people around him, and he cares about his job, and he takes pride in everything that he does. And I've learned a lot just watching Dave. I've learned that we have the opportunity every day, whether it's just the people in our house, the people we see at the store, the people on our team, the people we see when we're doing lives, we have the opportunity every single day to make a difference, to be that smile somebody needs, to be that cheerful attitude and happy heart that somebody needs. And I encourage you this month to take the opportunity to look for those things out as you're out and about, or as you're at, like I said, in your house with your family, or you're on a live, to pay attention to those things that you can do for other people to make a difference. Be the good, see the good, and embrace the good. And I hope you have a wonderful April.
All right. Be the good, see the good, embrace the good. What? Hello? Okay, so apparently 90 days until convention. Yay. And then, of course, we had the life of the party stuff. What was the life of the party jewelry this month? Let's go to all the photos and see. Let's go to paparazzi accessory photos. What was life of the party this month? I don't even see the life of the party post. I mean, it's been so freaking long, so who the heck cares? Anyway, what do you guys think of the paparazzi founder's message? Any thoughts? Any thoughts at all? Yes, you did. I was just looking at it on Instagram. Sorry. I'm super inspired as well. I am so inspired to all of it. So we've got a new weekly challenge from the Winner's Slurkle. So let's go into this.
Or somewhere, and you have a few minutes, go live in your
Okay,
hotel
she is
room
just I'm just saying this. She is shrinking. She has lay off the Ozempic, you two. Seriously, I mean, oh my gosh, they have just gotten so teeny tiny. And why are we in front of the nonprofit photos? So I'm gonna go back. Okay, here we go. Hey paparazzi, it's time for the Winner's Circle. Here we go.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to Winning Wednesday. We're so excited to be here with you guys today. We always look forward to Wednesday when we get to check in and see how you guys are doing.
They're probably not
so,
coping very well,
we're in a
George.
new location again. This is where Joe
Hi,
calls
George.
and works with the kids at the orphanage to help tutor them. It's a great room. Always brings just such happiness to my face anytime I walk in here and see these faces behind me. So we hope, like our last challenge,
So they tutor from the corporate office in this room, what, by Zoom?
week was to go live in different places. We hope you had some fun with that, and so we switched it up again today for it. Keep doing that. Switch it up. I mean, have your standard where you go live, but don't be afraid to try new locations. Go live if you're on vacation or somewhere and you have a few minutes. Go live in your hotel room or in your cars.
If you're on vacation, you should be on vacation. You shouldn't be going live and trying to sell jewelry, okay? You should be enjoying the vacation that you spent your hard-earned money on. There is no reason, none, Zero zip nada. Why you should be going live on your vacation. And I'm speaking from experience here. So that is a bad thing. And I don't like that suggestion at all. When I was a consultant, I went live from my vacation in Australia. That's how obsessed I was when I was part of this commercial cult. Okay? So do not spend your vacation shilling jewelry for your MLM. I'm feeling good. I've had a stressful day at work and I'm taking it out on paparazzi after this. But do not go live from vacation. You are on vacation. You should not be working at all. Period, full stop, end of story. And that is really bad advice. And I don't know what's wrong with their teeth, but I swear they're graying and falling out.
Doing like waiting for kids playing sports, or just don't be afraid to
It's
try
like this one
new
tooth is
places.
dead.
No, it could be even as simple as if you normally do it in a certain
Right.
section of your house,
Absolutely.
you do messy piles on the table or the kitchen counter. I mean,
Uh-huh.
make sure everything's clean around
Right,
it.
right.
But even that, it allows them to realize that you are a regular person living life, and these are just situations that pique people's interest.
Yes, it absolutely. And if you are only
The reason I'm perky is because I've had a hell of a lot of coffee today. And I'm home and I don't have to deal with people anymore.
have a very limited spot and you can't really go live other places, just switch up your background.
Yep.
Do
Sydney,
little
if you're
things to
watching,
switch up your
hi.
background, and it will change it up enough that it will get your customers excited.
It's as simple as a shower curtain sometimes.
Exactly,
Just put a
exactly.
shower curtain behind you, and it's a new background, and it works.
And it works.
But how much did
So
you pay for
keep
that
doing
shower
it,
curtain,
keep adding
Trent?
that in and having fun with it. As you know that we have our new promotions this
Yep.
month too. There was this is a brand new promotion this month.
It
We
is.
have not had this one before. So it's Customer Appreciation Month. So starting every Wednesday,
Yep.
and so today was the first day of it, for an hour at 12 p.m. Eastern Time. I'm hoping I'm saying all this right.
Let's talk about Sandy's comment for just a moment, because Sandy and George are thinking the same thing I'm thinking. They're just brave enough to put it in the chat. So let me give you my opinion on what Sandy and George have said. Yes, because tariffs are now officially here and we all have to end up paying them. Paparazzi is going to see what they can get away with, in my humble opinion, allegedly. In my humble opinion, and this is all my opinion. And if you didn't see the disclaimers at the beginning of this video or in the description of the video, this channel is all my opinion. But yes, paparazzi is going to start seeing how much they can get away with. How much can they charge for their astronomically overpriced goods? Okay? Walmart has come out and said that the prices of all their goods are going to be 25% more. There's tariffs on anything. I mean, we're being tariffed up the wazoo in the United States. And if you live outside of the United States, you guys are lucky that you don't have to deal with the dumb fuck that we have in the White House. So I'm jealous of you for that matter of fact. But paparazzi, if you look at their new releases on their website, things are not selling out. And when you look at the catwalk is calling Z Collection point values, people are not getting the same amount of point value that they used to get in years past. And those that are really trying to get their point values up, I hope they are not overbuying their inventory to get a Z Collection piece named after them. And if they are, I really hope that they go and watch Tracy Reed's video on the Crack the Crown channel about how she bought her way into a Z Collection piece. Geraldine Souza also bought her way to have a Z Collection piece named after her. Shelby, who had her piece name stripped from her after she quit paparazzi, they stripped the name off of that piece and named it something else because she left the company and, she earned a Z Collection piece to be named after her, but because she left the company, they took the name away. They stripped the title from that piece away from her. So that was so kind of them to do that, okay? But paparazzi, they're spiteful, they're mean, they're childish, they're immature, and I'm just, that's how I feel about this company. I think the owners are spiteful. I think they are not upstanding people, in my humble opinion. So, yeah, for me, the Puerto Ricans is worse, the tariffs, because of the Jones Act. That is true. And it doesn't matter what territory you live in. So, here's the thing with bullshit alarms going off, give it a 7 bongs. So, I'm going to turn the microphone down. We'll listen to these for a second.
For that hour, your customers will have access to everything that's going to be released that day, up to 5 of each of those pieces. And that is just during that 1 hour time period.
After that, it goes to new releases.
Yes, it will go off, and then when new releases go on later that day, what's there is what will go on.
So this whole customer appreciation thing, let's talk about that too. So I don't know if you guys, let's listen to her explain this one more time. So this is another way. Writing is on the wall, paparazzi consultants. They are looking for a way to eliminate consultants to keep all the money in-house. And this promotion is another writing on the wall. So let's hear her talk about it, even though her lapel mic sucks balls.
Everything that's going to be released that day, up to 5 of each of those pieces. And that is just during that 1 hour time period.
After that, it goes to new releases.
Yes, it will go off, and then when new releases go on later that day, what's there is what will go on.
So now they're letting customers go to the paparazzi website on Wednesdays at 12 o'clock noon Eastern Standard Time, 1 o'clock Mountain, or 12 o'clock noon Pacific, 1 o'clock Mountain, 2, 3. Your customers can go on the website and purchase the new releases before the consultants have the opportunity to. So if you're a customer and you want to get new releases for yourself, you have the opportunity on Wednesdays to get the new hot items, and you can buy up to 5 at full price and have them shipped out to you as long as you go between 12 o'clock and 1 o'clock Pacific Standard Time to purchase paparazzi jewelry and accessories. And you can get up to 5 of each new release. That is redonkulous. Okay, I'm sorry. It is. But this is another way to drive your customers to the replicated website. Okay? This is another way for paparazzi to drive your customers to the replicated website to purchase using your consultant ID. So you'll still get commission on of whatever sales, because you have to shop with a consultant. But by getting people trained during the month of April on Wednesdays to check out the website at 12 o'clock noon, so they get conditioned to buy directly for themselves instead of going through you, they get customer appreciation. I'm sorry. No. This is a way for paparazzi to lay the groundwork to eliminate you from the equation, in my humble opinion.
So there is a customer appreciation tab under the featured tabs. I mean, if you go into the filter and go to featured, there will be a customer appreciation. But because they are the new releases, they will be what's at the top of the page too. So they can just go log right in, and it is what is at the top of the page. But today there was some other things that were added because we have something else coming out tomorrow. Today's just been an exciting day.
It's so exciting.
Tomorrow at 10 a.m. Mountain Time, so that's noon Eastern Time, we will be releasing for the first time ever Make Your Own Charm bracelets. These are rhodium plated, so pay attention to that because the price is higher than the $5.
And have you guys ever watched bomb party reveal things? I'm sure you have, because they're a dumpster fire in themselves too. But the one thing that they say with every bomb party description of their jewelry, it's a rhodium plated piece of crap. Okay? Just because it's rhodium plated doesn't mean it's worth the value they put on it. Okay, you can get rhodium plated jewelry from Temu. You can get rhodium plated jewelry from Walmart, Target, and pretty much any place else. It's not that special. I'm just saying, it just is not that special at all. In fact, it's probably worth less because it is rhodium plated, in my humble opinion. Okay?
$5
Yes.
price point. So do caution your customers to pay attention to this. You yourself pay attention to it. It is a higher price
attention.
point, but they are rhodium dipped charms and a charm bracelet to put the charms on. And I think there's 16 different charms. Go back there, be looking at it. They are all right now currently in your back office, but those will go live tomorrow at noon Eastern, 10 Mountain Time, our time. So they are amazing charms. I'm so excited. I can't wait. In fact, I was looking at it earlier, trying to build one for my mom. But it's just for all the special people in your lives. And so they are.
Bomb Party just raised their prices by quite a bit, and I truly do believe that next month Paparazzi is going to raise their prices. If they're not going to raise them next month, they'll probably raise it within the next year, because everyone knows that Paparazzi buys all of their jewelry and stores it in their warehouse. And I kid you not, they buy all of their jewelry in advance, like a year in advance, and store it in their warehouse. And I have to wonder, I've never been to the corporate office. I don't know if any of you have ever been to the corporate office, but I wonder how big this warehouse actually is. And, you know, it is in a dry environment, so it doesn't get tarnished or discolor, because it's in a very dry, arid environment. It's not in a humid environment. So, I guess they can store it in their warehouse, which is why the earring backs turn all yellow and boogery.
Are just a great,
'Cause they're
and
drying
yourself.
out.
Make sure you build yourself one too.
Well, and that's the fun, is you get to design your own, basically.
Right, because what you would design for somebody wouldn't be
yeah.
what I would design.
And so many people love charm
Right.
bracelets and adding things that matter to them, whether it's a
Yes.
sport or a hobby or whatever
Yeah.
it is. And so it's a lot of fun.
It is.
Oh, it's
it
so
is.
much fun.
Oh, and one thing with our promotion this month too is for all of your orders that your customers place on your replicated website, which is paparazziaccessories.com/yourconsultantid, and that will pop them into your replicated site. For every 8 PV, so for every 4 pieces that they order, they will get an exclusive piece, and that piece will change out every Tuesday.
An exclusive piece of junk. I wonder if it's from some of the buyback that they had. I wonder.
But that is, so for every 8 PV, they will
Maybe
get one
this
of
is
those
how they're getting rid
exclusive
of all the
pieces each
buyback
week.
pieces.
And you yourself, for every 50 PV that you order, you'll get that exclusive piece as well. So,
Well, and that's the thing with the customer appreciation, where they get early access, send them to your replicated
Right.
site so they can log in, get it done. That's the way it's going to work. And
That's the way it's going to work. We're not making exceptions to this rule. You have to send your customers to our replicated website. They can't buy it directly from you. If they want it, they have to buy it from themselves through your replicated website. Warning, consultants, okay? Pay attention to the underlying thing here. They're laying the groundwork to eliminate the consultants from the equation. If you do not understand this, I hope you get this through your heads. Okay? They are just like Scentsy, just like every other company that has gone affiliate only. They are laying the groundwork to eliminate you as a consultant. They are laying the groundwork to go to an influencer-based only platform. Just like when they changed the name of their starter pack to the Verified Influencer Pack, the VIP. Just like the Party Permit Pass, okay? They are laying the groundwork to eliminate consultants from the opportunity. They've already been shut down in the state of Washington. If Oregon and California, Pennsylvania, New Jersey, Vermont, Maryland, and the other states that also have anti-pyramid scheme fraud laws on their books, they have already probably, most likely, in my humble opinion, received the documentation or have asked for it from the state of Washington to pull this company out of their states as well. And if they haven't, why haven't they? But the thing is, if you are being encouraged to join this, in my humble opinion, pyramid scheme, then you're doing so at your own peril. Okay? This is not a business opportunity. You are not a business owner. You are a glorified 1099 unpaid employee, which 98.7%, according to the paparazzi income disclosure statement, lost money. Why would you would have better odds at the fucking casino. Why would you take any time and spend any of your money joining this pyramid scheme? In my opinion, why would you spend your money on that? You can get a better deal for yourself. And honestly, with prices going sky high and people's savings taking a massive hit and having everything be so questionable in our economy right now, I don't know about you, but the last thing I would think about buying right now is a $195 charm bracelet that's rhodium dipped. And the other last thing I would think about is buying costume jewelry that I maybe get 1 or 2 wearings out of it. Okay? I can think of better ways to spend my money. And I would rather cultivate my money in other ways. I don't know about y'all, but I started this year doing a no-buy year. I failed miserably on the not going to the casino part. I'm not gonna lie, I failed miserably on that. But I'm playing games on Temu to get free stuff because Denise finally convinced me to do that. And then the other thing is I'm just focusing on groceries and paying bills. But that's it. And paying for the cruise that I have booked 2 years out in advance. I'm trying to pay that off. But it's, I can think of better ways to spend my money, and it's not on costume crap jewelry.
Really, it just gets them going to a different system so that you can benefit, that they'll start checking your website more often.
yes.
When you're not live, they can still go to your replicated site.
Yeah,
and there's
they're
so many different
conditioning your
Because
customers.
Whatever you have access to, if they're logged in as your customer, they will have access. So if you have Fashion Fix, they can log in at Fashion Fix time and have access to. If you have Life at the Party, they can log in at that time too. New releases, they can log in and shop new releases to you. This helps you too towards your style ambassador.
Again, you guys, listen to what they're saying. Look at the underlying not said thing. Please listen to me. Please listen to other former consultants. If you think I'm full of shit, fine, I'm full of shit. But the underlying thing with this whole winner's circle is they are conditioning your customers to bypass you in the future, because they are going to be conditioning your customers to become their customer. They aren't conditioning your customers to stay loyal to you. They are planning on cutting you off and getting your customers addicted and conditioned directly on their website. So when they eliminate the consultants from the equation, they still have customers to service.
Each month, but it also, like Trent says, helps them get them to your replicated site so that they can see all the pieces that are available, and then it helps you so that you maybe don't have to keep the inventory on hand yourself.
And
We
you
do
still
all the
get
work.
retail profit. You
Yes.
still get all the benefits. You just allow us to do the shipping
Yes,
for you.
yeah, we do it all for you, so it makes it easy. And if they're a brand new customer to
Yes, it does,
Paparazzi,
Annie.
they'll get a welcome gift for their first order. So there's a lot.
Basically, your customers are going to get the hostess reward. If they buy 4 pieces, they get the 5th one free. Ooh. So they're changing that, and I'm wondering if that's because they have a bunch of excess jewelry that they have to offload.
A lot of fun things going on.
Yeah. No, it's a lot of fun.
It is. It is.
It's
so
so
what's our
much
challenge for
fun.
this
So
week?
this week we're also going to focus on Style Ambassador.
Yes,
It's happening.
Yes.
And one of the big keys of Style Ambassador are new customers and new customer, customer purchase volume.
Yes.
Customer purchase volume. And that allows you to become a Style Ambassador. And there's 3 different levels.
Yes.
And so what the focus is this week, the challenge this week is we want you to do a minimum of 5 invoices on Premiere. So if you've never used Premiere, all you have to do is go, and there's lots of tutorials in your back office.
Yes.
There's lots of tutorials on the Facebook page of the Dorks.
And there's
What's
also
that? Paparazzi
there's
Dorks
Paparazzi
at
Dorks.
Facebook.
And then there's a Pink Premiere group as well that has a lot of resources.
All of these things can help you figure out how to invoice on there. The reason why this is very awesome, when you use those invoices,
It's so
it puts
very
the
awesome.
pieces that you that your customer purchased, they see all those items. When you send out the invoice automatically, they'll see exactly what they ordered. Anything that may be wrong, maybe they said, well, I ordered this also, they can correct before they pay the invoice. But here's the coolest part. When they pay their invoice, it will save you money. It doesn't matter if you currently use Square. It doesn't matter if you currently use Shopify, whatever it is that you're using.
And if you're using Shopify, Square, or, you know, Buy Now or whatever, good for you. But don't invest in those inventory management systems. Mostly the reason I say this, don't invest in those inventory management systems because it's a waste of money, as anyone can tell you. I spent more money on my website than I made off my website.
It will save you money to process those orders through Premiere. Now, PayPal does have an added fee of PayPal's fee. Whatever PayPal charges, PayPal charges. It's kind of like American Express. But at the end of the day, the more you realize that this system will actually benefit you.
Yeah, this system will actually benefit you, but it's actually benefiting us, but we're making it sound better than it is because we want to continue to information control and pull the wool over your eyes. Paparazzi Premiere app is not worth it, but by all means, please believe these con artists for who they are, and that's my opinion.
And that what you're currently doing, although great and you're used to it, this integrates with your back office and everything else. It does benefit you. So this week, a minimum of 5 invoices.
She's such a
Put
yes
the customers
woman.
in, set it up,
Yes.
and when you realize how easy it is, we just
Yes.
had one of the elite who processed a ton of orders, and she did it for the very first time and literally sent a message that
Which elite are you talking about? Why can't you drop her name? Huh? Why? Is it so exclusive that you are just name dropping without name dropping? Just tell us who it is, for fuck's sake.
said, if I had only known how easy this really was. I'm 100% all in. This was so easy. Even my
If it's 100% all in, it must be Erica Cole because that's her thing.
my assistant that was helping me said, you won't need me because this is so quick and easy. And that's the thing. We've been trying to tell you this
So
for
she's
years.
gonna lay off
The
her
Dorks have been doing
assistant.
trainings for years. This week, the challenge is just 5 invoices. That's all I'm asking. Do 5 invoices. Depending on the size of those invoices.
The other reason he's asking for you to do 5 invoices through the Paparazzi Premiere app instead of your Shopify or your Square or whatever is because they have more states asking them to prove that their product is actually going to an end user and not to another consultant, okay? They need to prove that their product is actually going to customers, not being interchanged between consultant to consultant, from elite who gets preferential treatment to the lowbies who are spending $5 on the product and not making money off of the purchase when they go to resell it. They need proof. That's why they're begging you to do this right now.
You might actually qualify for a style
Yeah, because
ambassador.
I was going to say level 1 is 5 new customers.
Yep.
It is 125 CPV, but it is, I mean,
All
if
you
you
need is
do
5.
those 5 invoices and they're 5 new customers to you, you are well on your way for hitting level 1. That's
Yes.
$55 back office credit right there.
Exactly.
So
Ooh, $55. How many dozen eggs will that buy you where you live? It might buy you a dozen eggs, pound of bacon, gallon of milk, and a couple boxes of cereal Let's have breakfast, shall we? Can you tell I'm hungry?
That's a great challenge.
That's the challenge.
Yeah, and like Trent said, there is so many trainings available. If you go to your back office, along the top, there is a Premier tab, and there is a drop-down menu with lots of resources right there, and they are easy to follow. Tutorials on how to get set up if this is brand new to you, or if you even need refreshers. There's even trainings in EXP.
I agree with your opinion and observation, Airedale.
Check out all of those trainings.
Yeah, and it's really actually, and if I say something wrong, correct me, but it's really
Oh no, he doesn't want you to correct him. Just saying.
as simple as you go to create a new invoice, you put the customer information in there, or they've already put it in. If you send them a thing, they load in all their information. You put that customer, you upload their information, and then all you have to do is scan the pieces that are going on that invoice. You don't have to preload the pieces. You don't have to do any of that. It's not
Oh my
scary.
gosh, Wendy,
Whatever's
hi.
sold, you quickly scan it with your phone or with a scanner. It goes on their invoice. You
Everybody, if you're new to my channel and you haven't started following MLM No, please go over to her channel and follow her. She has some amazing content. She works with a lot of the other anti-MLMers. And if you're an anti-MLM supporter, you need to support her. Sam D, Julie Anderson, Julie Joe. Hit up those peeps and, give them a follow. If you haven't followed DC, follow DC.
You hit send invoice, it goes to them, and then as soon as they pay it, you get the notification, just like any other system that you're using. It says invoice paid. The shipping label, if you use Ship Easy, the shipping label automatically integrates. You hit print, boom, it's done.
And what's nice too is if you are using Shipping Easy and all of that, all of our weights are already in there, so you don't even have to weigh your package. It's already pre-done.
Yeah.
But if you add optional extras into those packages, like those stupid little organza bags, or if you put a piece of candy in there, guess what? Your shipping's going to be wrong. So it's like,
It is literally like having your own shipping, packing,
Julie's
invoicing
live, that
team
marathon live, oh my
that
gosh, I
happens
was
so quickly.
dying.
So we really want you to try it this week, a minimum of 5.
Yes.
I'd love for you to process all your orders
yeah.
through there, because you'll realize how
He would love for you to process all your orders on your Paparazzi Premier app because he needs all the evidence he can to secure his position that he is not a schmear. Okay? This is my opinion on that. So he wants you to do that because he needs to prove that the product that he's selling to you as a consultant is actually going to an end user. Let me just restate my point yet again.
how easy it is, but I'm not going to tell you you have to do it. I don't want you to feel like you're pressured into it.
But I'm pressuring you into it.
Once you just dabble, once you put the toe in the water, I promise you, you won't go back.
Yeah, and then don't be afraid to shout it out too.
Okay, so the graying tooth is starting to bug me, so I can't look at my big screen. I'm looking at the camera. So the thing is if you want your company to start using the Paparazzi Premier app, you need to encourage, Trent, I'm just talking to you, talking out my ass here, so here it is. You need to have all your elite consultants use the Premier app and lead by example. It's not a novel idea. If you have leaders who are not leading by example, what makes you think that their downline people are going to follow said example? They are going to do what their upline elites do. They are going to follow what works for them. But the thing is you made this tool. You made this great, amazing, wonderful app called Paparazzi Premier. And the reason you made this app is because you had to prove to attorneys generals across the United States that your product was actually ending up in the hands of end users and not going from consultant to consultant to consultant. Okay? That's why I feel, and this is my opinion again, I must preface that again. My opinion is the whole reason that app was designed and put out so quickly was to cover your ass.
Oh,
Yeah, absolutely.
Let your team know how easy it is, because I think some of us, because it's something new and it's changed, that we build it up that it's going to be scarier or more in our minds than it actually is. And really, I can guarantee you when you get in there, it is not as complicated as you've made it out to be in your head. It is easy.
I've watched the
it really
trainings.
is.
It looks
send
easy,
the
but
link
it
to the customer, have
looks
them
dumb.
fill out their
And it had a
information,
lot
whether
of
postable or
bugs.
whatever it is. And then it really is. And you can actually even print off barcodes once you set up your system, once it gets in there, you can print off barcodes for the customer information that you literally just scan their barcode. It automatically loads an invoice. You put in the pieces.
But let me just remind you, and let me just preface this one thing, and I'm going to make it
in a voice that is very hard to not listen to. If you are a consultant, okay, just saying, public service announcement here. If you are a consultant and you quit paparazzi, Premiere goes away. You lose your ability to invoice and ship when you quit. So it's a way for them to keep you in and to keep control. It's a control mechanism. It's not a tool, it's a way for them to keep control of you. That's my opinion, okay?
It's done.
It's done.
We have people that say they can actually build an invoice faster than you could count a bin.
Yeah, in fact, they've
And if you
actually got
haven't
people
hit
that were
like,
counting
hit the
and they're
like
like, I'll
button.
race you any day. I'll put $100 on it.
Yeah, so just know it's a great
It is.
system. This is your chance. You don't have to do very many. 5 is all you got to do.
Yes.
And
And
you'll
you're gonna love it.
realize how easy the system really is and how beneficial it is for your
Yeah.
customers.
And your
It's
customers
so
are going to love
easy.
that
Yes.
itemized receipt or invoice.
100%.
Yeah. So,
100%.
all right, so you ready for your quote for today?
Always.
Success is not the key to happiness. Happiness is the key to success. If you love what you are doing, you will be successful.
That's such a crock of shit. Happiness makes you successful? Okay, no.
True.
I liked that one. I know, it is. 'Cause
People can tell when you love what you're doing.
you can.
And
you
they want to
can.
be around that. They want to
Exactly.
be involved.
Exactly. So, all right, we hope you guys have an amazing
Okay, so I'm just gonna snark out on this one too, just for a minute here. But have you guys ever scrolled Facebook and watched live shows of consultants who don't look like they love what they're doing? They look depressed as hell. They look like they're miserable. They don't look happy. Okay? They just don't. They look really depressed. I mean, extremely depressed in some cases. So, yeah. If you love what you're doing, great. Continue to do it because your passion
will come through your work. If you are happy with what you are doing, if you are happy in life in general, it'll come through in everything you do. You know, I'm known as Pollyanna at work because I'm generally way too happy for most people. I'm like a dose of caffeine in the morning, especially on one of the bleakest days. And they call me Pollyanna, and they tell me that I'm insane. But I am, and I admit it, and I don't care if anyone thinks that way about me, okay? I'm just saying that I'm a generally very happy person at work, and I like my job, and I like what I do. And I will really look forward to it when I can start working from home. And then on my lunch break, I can do a quick video recording of the Daily FOMO again. I'm looking forward to that, actually. So there's that. All right. So let's just end this wonderful live stream with you guys. Let's look at what has come out today. Charismatic Cascade, Angelic Arrangement. It's a lanyard. Now, I'm sorry, and I just have to say this, but the hooks on these lanyards are massive. They're astronomically huge, and that looks like something that you would get on a Bridgerton brooch, okay? I'm just saying this is very Bridgerton-esque, this angelic arrangement. And then we have a lightning bolt for men because, you know, the Flash. Yeah, if your husband or boyfriend likes the Flash, here, get him an electric encore. So great, so cute, so fun. And then we have Dotted Dazzle. It's a It's a gunmetal bracelet with rhinestones on it. It's so dotted and so cute. Yay. And then we have Captivating Crisscross. And I'm sorry, but that looks exactly like a ring I bought on Temu a year ago. And then we have Give More Affection. Let's take a look at this, shall we? Okay. So it has a rainbowy bar with a star. And it says Give More Love. And it's an oversized heart. And it looks so stupid. I mean, it just looks so dumb. And then we have malachite, ever free elegance. And then we have what looks like a macrame mesh curtain that's a room divider. That's like the room divider, but for your ear. Do you guys see that? Because I see that and I'm just like, okay, that is just so fabulous. Oh, so cute, so fun. And then we have sequin shimmer, a barrette with sequins in acrylic. And then, oh my God, they're in blue now. Holy cow. Those tulips look so stupid. I'm sorry, but they look dumb. Okay, they just look so dumb. Ooh, and look how big they look. I'm sorry, but no. And then hingy hoops. And then it looks like a dying flower falling from the sky. Okay. But it's a daffodil, so we have to give it daffodil-y looks, okay? And I hate the way their website works now. Easy excellence. It's Scandi Charm. And then we have brass that smells like ass. And then we have something that looks very bomb party-like to me, okay? And this is what people are getting obsessed with spending $5 on. Like I said, I can find better ways to spend $5. I'm sure you can too, Elaine. So we have passionate pattern. There's no pattern, okay? And then we have more hingy hoops that are hollow. And then we have fashion fix leftovers. Ooh, ooh, ah, so cute, so fun. And then that the arrow, this just gives me Temu vibes. It screams Temu. And then this thing, spirited softness. It's so cute and so fun. And then these soft-hearted sentiment. I mean, come on. Is this supposed to be something great and grand? Because if it is, it's not that great, nor is it that grand. And then we have wooded beads, or those just acrylic-y looking. And then we have what used to look like a blockbuster cactuses, a bow that didn't sell out. I'm shocked. Not. And then, how stupid are those? And then we have an Indian head penny on a bracelet. Okay. And then we have butterflies and hearts and rainbows. Oh my. And then another charm bracelet. And then this looks like a pair of earrings that came with my jingle barrel ring thing a while back. Those look so huge and so heavy. And there's the juxtaposed bracelet yet again. Post earrings that look like they're extremely heavy, but they're probably just plastic colored paint. And then Why Are We Whisper, Temu special. Notice those didn't sell out. All the stuff Misty showed in sneak peeks are still sitting here available. What is going on? What the hell is going on here? Okay, let's take a look at this. The Buckingham bow. Okay, so it's iridescent crystally rhinestones in yellow with a bow. Isn't that fabulous? No, it's not. It looks incredibly cheap and stupid. Okay, so let's keep going down. The cowboy boots still kill me to this very day. And then we have stupid copper and pearls. It's called brush backdrop. And then we have the Barbie Malibu infatuation. Malibu Barbie called. She wants her necklace back. And then the ear cuff that she dropped in her last sneak peeks with Misty, still sitting there. The awful plastic acrylic ring, still sitting there. That's a leather hair clip thing. Looks stupid and dumb. And as you go down, it's the same old that we've seen over and over again because things aren't selling out. And as you can clearly see, the novelty is wearing off. And when you have multiple, I mean, all over ton, now it's available in blue. When you have multiple things, and I'm going to type in ton, Ton, and see what it brings up. So Stony Surprise, Soaring Stones. Here it is in blue. Here it is in pink. Yeah. The novelty is long since worn off, and it's just pathetic. It's pathetic. So, they want you to go into your back office and make sets based off of this stuff, and I can say, no, don't do that. There are better ways to spend your money and your time. So, y'all, I want to thank you for hanging out with me for the last hour, but I'm hungry and I want to go get something to eat. So, I am going to go heat up some breakfast casserole from yesterday, and enjoy some dinner with my hubs, and maybe watch some Closer Look with Seth Meyers and some Midas Touch to catch up on the news for the day. So, in the meantime, be real, not perfect. If you are looky-loo watching this live, please keep in mind that paparazzi's getting ready to screw you over, and if you don't believe me, just sit back and wait. And then when it happens, I won't tell you I told you so. I'll just tell you I understand. All right. Bon appetit. I will see you all later. Have a good rest of your night. I'm going to turn on the divinals, feelings, and call it a day. All right. Take care, y'all.